you go, boxing fans. Here with Christian Espinosa. Christian, thanks for joining us in this interview. Now, we have to take conscious and do this type of interviews because since the pandemic is going on worldwide, hey, we have to respect each other. First of all, we have to, keep our distance, social distance that, people are mentioning.
Right.
Eventually, we live in an era where we see this pandemic is affecting the sports in general. How does work for you to to train, and also not only that, you mentioning that you're gonna turn pro soon? How does it affect you and motivate you in order that one day you're gonna step into the ring and turn pro?
Yeah, man. I've been working towards this for some time now. I've been doing this amateur boxing for a couple of years, man. Did the Golden Gloves. I traveled around. I fought around the world. I sparred at different places from Romanza up in Mexico, where Paul Marquez is from. I trained at the Walk Car with Freddie Roach. So all the experience garnered me to say, you know what, man, I really want to give this a shot because I really want to be a world champion. I really want what everyone else does that steps in the ring. They want to become champion, and I think it's time for me to do that now. And being in quarantine, man, is weird. It's very different, right? You can't really it was hard to spar. It was hard you couldn't do any of that, right? You couldn't do any gym. So one thing we were allowed to do in New York City was just run outside, shadow box, and I didn't want to endanger my coach because of his age. My coach is in his 60s, and his name is Dennis Millen, and he's a really, really respectable, amateur, accomplished boxer and pro. But he obviously, I didn't want to risk him getting sick in the COVID. A lot of people have passed away from this COVID. I know some people don't take it seriously, but I personally know a lot of people, at least 9 people that died from this COVID in New York City. And the best thing to do is keep each other safe and just keep distance. If you are outside, wear the mask, man. It's not that hard. And now we're seeing the crazy spike, so the best thing to do is just keep proactive, man. I'm motivated to train, to keep inspired, to keep training and making some wins after this first debut gets out the way. And I'm not even nervous about it. I'm just kind of eager to get started.
Hey, good thing that you mentioning the advice that it's not hard to to follow these steps in order to stay safe. Now these days we have to learn how to live with this issue. We need to learn how to keep our distance, social distance. It's not because we want to be, I guess, negative, but we have to take care of ourselves. We don't know what can happen, and nobody wants to get harmed, first of all, and I think that's the only way to succeed. Christian, you mentioned you trained with Freddie Roach. What was the advice that Freddie Roach, gave it to you, or what did you see in this trainer? Because Freddie Roach, a name that built it up, and also it was part of the movement where Manny Pacquiao, started fighting. These names like Marquez and Miguel Cotto and all these names. What was the advice that you got from Freddie Roach?
He kept the basic, man. He just told me the basic things that a lot of people forget nowadays, like keep the jab coming, keep that the jab stiff, and keep training as well, and just be motivated. I think he wasn't too he didn't really talk much, to be honest. He kind of gives very short advice, jab more. I'm a southpaw, so he goes jab more with your right. And he was also very cool as far as allowing people to he wanted me to immediately see his downstairs where only the fighters are allowed in his downstairs. He has 2 sections of his gym, and he goes, come with me, and he just threw me in the downstairs pit, where which is where Miguel Cotto, Pacquiao, even other fighters like George St. Pierre from the UFC, when he was training him back in the day, that's where they were all there. And it was cool to see that the facility be out there and train, man. It was a really great experience. But I would say I did most of my training out there alongside one of his assistant coaches, a Mexican American coach named Ernie. So we call him Ernie.
Okay.
Yeah, Ernie. I think that's right. And he was great, man. He definitely showed me some cool stuff, man. Slipping more to the body and a little bit more Mexican style. So I really enjoyed that process. And I met a lot of guys from Shane Mosley Jr. out there. And one of my good friends, Arnold Gonzalez, who's a pro, who's 4-0. He's out there full time with the wild card. So I have a good relationship with the wild card people out there.
Well, that's awesome that you went, out there and experienced Freddie Roach and other, boxers that, we seen on TV. We seen, sometimes we bump it into boxing events, and that's great to see. And you get, more motivated when you get to see people like them. Right now, I've been asking, people, like, what did they see? Eventually, it's coming an event that is going to be LOPEZ against Lomachenko. Oof. Huge fight for me. I mean, when I mention huge fight is because these two boxers, I don't take nothing away from Lomachenko, nothing away from LOPEZ, but what did you see when they going to clash each other? I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's going to be Madison Square Garden. Who wins in this fight?
Right,
How do you...
Right. I guess I'll have to go with Lomachenko, my opinion. But it's not gonna be. LOPEZ is very young and hungry and eager. Not to say that Lomachenko is an old man. He's only 32 years of age. So he's also very experienced, man. The guy's an Olympian for a fact, and he has a crap ton of experience, man. He's taken people in deep waters, and he's gone multiple weight classes now. I mean, what he does well, I think that a lot of people don't comprehend, is that he makes adjustments. He does, and you saw that when he got dropped with Jorge Linares, and when he fights these people that they could be even bigger than him at that time. Mm-hmm. He makes adjustments. He's very, very calculated, and you see it through his training. His training's out there in the Ukraine, and he trains very methodical, man. It's not just all come in and slugfest. He's very smart, very calculated with his boxing. It's very beautiful. It's very rare. I don't think we'll ever see another fighter like that for quite some time, man. But LOPEZ is hungry, man. The guy has a mean left hook, man. He's very strong. He's a big boy right now. I've seen him. He's strong, man. So it's just gonna be. I'm eager to see how LOPEZ does the first, maybe 6-7 rounds, and if he can do phenomenally well and win those rounds very dominantly, I think he has a great chance of even stopping Lomachenko or winning the decision. But that's the thing, Lomachenko can go 12 rounds all the time, man.
Well, huge event, huge fight, because I know both fighters now. LOPEZ has a belt, the IBF belt, and I bet you that Lomachenko wants the belt. The only thing that I see right now is on Lomachenko is the speed, and of course, he has power. But where I see on LOPEZ, he has power. He might not have the speed, but he does have power. So that's why I feel like Lomachenko needs to, figure out how to, avoid LOPEZ power, because if LOPEZ, connect very, very good in some, area where he knows that Lomachenko is gonna get, hurt, the fight is gonna be over. But if Lomachenko fights, very, slick and very, avoiding all these punches from LOPEZ, probably he wins by decision. But hey, that's a fight that nobody wants to miss it. Nobody wants to miss it. When I mentioned this fight, nobody wants to miss it. Nobody even wants to miss it. This other fight that, for some reason, from the COVID and everything, it didn't happen. But I think it's going to happen in the future. Danny Garcia versus Errol Spence. Hey, who wins on this fight? What do you think these two boxers, they're going to bring on the night that they face each other?
Man, I will say this. I think everyone's curious. All the big experts, analysts are curious. How is Errol Spencer after his, big major accident that he's had?
Oof, miracle.
He's very, very fortunate. Yeah, very, very, very blessed, man. I'm happy he's okay.
I'm happy too, brother.
Because that was quite an accident, man, on his car.
Scary.
But how, is he the same? Is he just as effective with, they take a lot of damage. Those are questions that we're curious about. There are some fighters that have had, accidents, even more bike accidents. They're not the same. So it just comes out to see how he's not as effective. See if he's, because man, if you take that away, he is dangerous, man. Errol Spence does simple things, but he does them great. His jab is strong, his left hand is strong, his hook is strong. He attacks the body really well. He walks you down. He takes a step back when he needs to. He's just a very, very good fighter, man, and he's dangerous. Dan Garcia is also really dangerous, man. Obviously, we know him. He has a phenomenal, infamous left hook, right-handed. So it'd be interesting how he counters a really strong southpaw in Errol Spence, and I'm excited, man. But I think all things considered, I gotta go 50-50 for this fight, just because Errol Spence has went through this catastrophe that he went through.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how he looks, man. Yeah, I hope that doesn't affect his performance, but if it doesn't, man, we're in for a treat, man. We're in for a real treat, especially with this COVID that has gone. It's giving people time to recover. Like for me, for example, it's giving me time to recover from my injuries, man. People have kind of been on pause, so people can just rest, and it's been very good for a lot of people.
Yes, it's true. Hey, Christian, I know you're gonna turn, soon pro. These emotions are, in your mind and your heart, and I'm pretty sure you're hungry also in order to step, let the fight fans know when is going to be the day, and also remind them your account so they could see, everything that you're going to post it, and of course follow, your social media and get to know a little bit of your life too.
Right. So you can follow me at Christian Espinoza Official, right, on Instagram, IG. And basically, we're looking to debut in September, around actually the Lomachenko card. They're looking to September 19th, yeah, I believe. So we're looking to fall around that category card. We're training hard, like you said, man. We're busting our tail, man, busting my back, busting my tail, man. I would say training. I still got to run in another hour again. I got to do my miles, but that's a sacrifice, and I'm not complaining. So basically, we're 2.5 months away, kind of, pretty much, not that long. So pretty much excited, man. I'm very excited to just step in the ring and compete, man. I mean, they're telling us no audience too. Like we were told, and we've seen that recently, right? Mm-hmm. Boxing and MMA, right? These fights are starting. There's no audience, no. But I don't think it bothers me. I mean, it's kind of like sparring, pretty much. Just whatever.
Hey, but at least we're gonna see you through TV, so boxing fans do not miss out, from the card that is gonna, be an amazing card, because I always, to me, it's amazing to see, people like you that they're gonna turn pro, and other fighters that, probably people might say, oh, those are no names, but hey, I seen fights that, hey, sometimes these fights can be pay-per-view. And when I mentioned pay-per-view, I remember two fighters from New York that I think, if I'm not mistaken, Pablo Valdez, and there was another fighter who trains also. Big shout out to, and my deepest condolences to Mendes Boxing, because he trains on Mendes Boxing. He's from, I think he's from.
Rest in peace, man. He passed away.
Yes, hey man.
Mendes.
He's a Colombian boxer. Tragic. And I remember when these two, boxers, they clashed each other. Oh, they were knocking out each other, and you don't even know who was gonna win. So it was very, intrigued, like who's gonna win. But hey, and I remember the one who made one mistake, boom, that's it, that was over. But each other, they were knocking out each other, that you were like, whoa. And I'm telling you, fights like this sometimes are big, attraction, because sometimes you want to see, who brings the best, against each other, and it's very entertaining. Respect once again from all fighters, because at the end of the day, you guys, jeopardize your life. I always tell everyone, keep respect for whoever loses or whoever wins. This is a sport that we're gonna have a loser and winner. This is all about Christian. I wish you nothing but the best. Good luck, and God bless on the day that you're gonna turn pro. So, boxing fans, Christian Espinoza with us. Thanks for joining us on this interview. Any message that you would like to send everyone?
I hope everyone stays positive, man. Stays healthy in this COVID. Like I said, I lost a lot of, I personally lost a couple of friends of mine in this COVID pandemic. It's very unfortunate. Everyone stays healthy. I mean it, not just stay healthy like a little phrase. Stay healthy, man. Get your ass out the gym. if the gyms are open, go outside, go for a run, you know, try exercises, buy virtual training or YouTube stuff. Like, just work out, man. Keep eating healthy. Now's not the time to stay at home and eat unhealthy, start drinking alcohol, start doing drugs. That stuff is not good. That stuff's going to kill you even faster. You know, important thing is to keep yourself healthier, so like you have a better chance if you do get the COVID virus, you can survive through this, man. I wish I could have told this to a lot of my loved ones that passed away.
True, Christian. Well, thanks again for joining us on this interview, and we will stay tuned and check you, more later. Thank you, Christian. Appreciate for the time.